Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous with me, Bring It Down. Let's explore the vault. So, have you been to the Shrine of the Three? The water is still just as malodorous as before. Whatever you've done, it did little to help. Well, I've got news for you. I've done nothing.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
I'm gone.
Let's trade. I'll give you 6 bottle corks for your cape. 6 is not enough. Give me 12. 12? That's absurd. And of course, that's a Caps reference from Fallout as well.
I sense something.
I'll take care of it. Follow if you dare. I am never wrong.
Oh, there was a perception check back here.
I'm prepared.
The world has suffered enough.
Please, allow me. I'm trusting you.
Not sure where that was at. But everybody failed.
I will follow my dream.
Yeah, DC at 55. If Lan hadn't run up with all my good perception gear... Well, sorry, if he wouldn't have died with all of it on.
The struggles never cease.
The changing the value of your perception should allow you...
I can do this. I shall not be swayed from my path.
Try again. I still know where this perception check was at. I'd give it up and
Step is a new journey.
looked away.
I enjoy our travels.
That's why she rolled a 1. What are the odds? It's not a huge loss, it's probably like 140 gold and
Something is not right here.
a potion of Owl's Wisdom.
I sense something.
I'm off. I do what I must.
He was a good druid, deeply spiritual, may he rest in peace. Always was good with nature, giving her a tree out of his head. That's a reference to Hank? Right. He used to say that was how nature sent him all the clever thoughts in his head. He was a very smart fellow. Yeah, Hank was a ghoul that had a plank out of his head, and then in Fallout 3 he became a full-fledged tree. And inadvertently created the oasis. Grave looks very fresh. The tree growing from it is surprisingly mature and tall. The water from the underground well is covered by a thin, oily film. It reeks of rot.
I'm gone.
Giant mutant centipede.
My skills are absolute.
I do have one grievance with this quest. I don't know if it's really a full-fledged grievance. But the next area does force you into turn-based combat. Which is fine if you're playing turn-based, but if you're not built for turn-based, it can... It's not difficult enough to where it's going to hinder you. But it'll be a little bit more difficult with that land. Now, I do have this teleport ability with my main character. So that should make it a little easier. Oh, that's right, I didn't read the description for Shrine of the Three. Everywhere else we've been has been places we've been before, so forget any of those. The Shrine of the Three is as old as time itself. Within its walls, the Sarkorians praised Aristal, Gazra, and Pelura. Rumor has it that before Sarkor emerged, this was the shrine of 3 other deities, whose names have since been lost to time.
We do it my way.
Together we stand. Adayana, Inimosi Pravisi. Ona Adayanam. Ona Adayanam. Magritium Turinos. Inimosi Pravisi. Ona Adayana. Magritium Turinos. Amranda Gra. Inimosi Pravisi. Inimosi Pravisi. Inimosi Pravisi.
Not
Adayana, Adayana, Inimosi Travisi, Aporane Sentes, Aporane Sentes, Aporane Sentes, Aporane Sentes, Amranda Gratio, Ona Adayana, Ona Adayana, Ona Adayanam. Ona Adayanam. Ona Adayanam. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Stagioni Stavitur. Stagioni Stavitur. Stagioni Stavitur. Stagioni
Nope. Wrong one.
Stavitur. Ona Adayanam. 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 Irimosi Travisi. Ona Adayanam. Ona Adayanam. Mistero Danyam. Irimosi Travisi. Irimosi Travisi. Avrana
Ask nicely.
Ratior.
You called?
My tail is restless.
I'm prepared.
Inimosi Travisi. 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 Inimosi Ona Adayanam. Ona Adayanam. Inimosi Travisi. Ona Adayanam. Ona Adayanam. Ona Adayanam. Ona Adayanam. Ona Adayanam.
Missed somebody. I think
The
I
goddess
missed,
protects us.
yeah,
Something
Woljuk.
wrong?
That's okay.
Please, allow me.
Not
should
the end
move.
of the world.
I will lend you my aid.
Don't mind me.
And a familiar face. I think we've met before. It's a shame that this time we meet not in a tavern, but on the field of battle. A shame for you, of course. Who are you? I'm Indara, an authoritative researcher in the field of... Why am I telling you this? I'm the person who's going to kill you. Do you worship demons? No, they are my allies. I offered them a deal, and they were sufficiently surprised to let me demonstrate my skills. After I planned and flawlessly executed an operation that destroyed a Blackstone Company patrol, my new colleagues were forced to admit that they could use my services as a tactical leader. Why did you come here? It was you who brought me here, or your mercenaries to be precise. As a wise Sir Ko would say, the seventh rule of tactics is to translate your schemes into action with one hand, as you distract your foes with the other. We noticed that Blackstone Company patrols were scouring the area, so we set up an ambush and interrogated the prisoners we captured. They babbled about a hidden Sarkorian refuge not far from here. We never found it, though. My new allies offered a wide range of ideas from let's grind these mountains into dust, to humans be darned, let's get out of here. But I came up with a better plan. If these people still live, we must have a source of food and fresh water. We use magic to discover an underground stream that runs from this temple. By defiling it and poisoning its water, we managed to lay siege to the Sarkorian refuge without even knowing where it is. A brilliant plan, isn't it? Alright, I'm just gonna attack. Sometimes you can side with her and she'll help you out in this battle. But not this time. Well, let's go ahead and try it anyway. Because I think you can still kill her after the fact. Is there any way I could convince you that you've made a mistake by consorting with demons? Andara shrugs dispassionately. You may try, but you're unlikely to succeed. I've weighed all the available options, and decided that these demons would be the optimal helpers in my current situation. It pains me to admit, but I've grown disillusioned with the last war of Jitska. Even that legendary conflict fails to meet my high standards. It's obvious that Galarian cannot satisfy my needs, so I wish to move to a more fitting place. The Abyss consists of countless realms embroiled in endless conflict, so there must be at least one that will suit my requirements. The demons grin viciously, exchange glances, and cast bloodthirsty looks at the back of Indara's head. These demons will deceive you and kill you once you outlive your usefulness. Of course, I've accounted for such an eventuality. Should that happen, I will destroy them all and resort to my backup plan. Among the surviving Sarkorians, whose lives I practically hold in my hands, there should be at least several practitioners of a peculiar magic tradition, the God Callers. I'll make them call upon the higher powers and transport me to whichever abyssal realm I deem appropriate. Otherwise, I'll completely cut off their water supply and let them die of thirst. The demons' vile grins fade. They look at each other with uncertainty. What kind of place are you seeking? I long to see a world where weapons are so perfect that crude contests of might have become pointless. Imagine a war where every single soldier, without exception, possesses a crushing might that no armor can deflect. A war where the outcome depends entirely on tactics, flexibility, concealing yourself and your true intentions, or displaying superior planning and intellect. Andara rolls her eyes. I've grown tired of watching soldiers compete over whose axe strikes the hardest and whose shield holds the longest. Magicians argue about whose magical axe strikes the hardest and whose magical shield holds the longest. The smart ones still lose to muscle-bound brutes, the people with better armor enchantments, and the spellcasters with higher level spells. It all boils down to savage strength, completely invalidating any creative approaches. You fail to account for something. There isn't a single god caller among the surviving Sarkorians. They have lost that ancient practice. I see. This certainly narrows down my corner of opportunity. But what is my alternative? I fail to see one. Yeah. Sure. Have you ever heard of the Grand Duchy of Alkenstar? They invented something called firearms. They're weapons that kill from a distance, can penetrate any armor, and anyone can use. You may be right. The idea of journeying to Alkenstar sounds more promising than a plan reliant on demons sticking to their word. Even during our first meeting, I thought of you as a worthy opponent in a debate, unlike certain babacious halfling monks. You've just proven my judgment correct. I propose we consider our conflict a mere misunderstanding. In order to make amends and thank you for the assistance, I will, of course, aid you in slaughtering these simpletons. I suggest using tactical stratagem number... Oh, explaining it would take longer than dispatching them. Let's just finish them off. One of the demons shrieks furiously. You'll pay for that, wretch. Let's carry her the way she taught us. We'll see what her lousy tactics are worth. So we have to run around and activate these shrines when the fight. Which is why Lan is so good, because he has an absurd amount of movement speed. I don't need to read all this. Andara is an expert in combat tactics. We have to win this battle in tactical combat mode to arms. By playing with the auto-end turn option enabled, this option allows the game to end the turn automatically when a character finishes their standard and move actions. I'm gonna leave this option enabled. Yeah, that's fine. They can dive all the way back here. Activate that one. Let's do that. Okay, I'm not sure why he ran that way. A little odd. We're gonna hold the line right here, so let's go and activate that.
tail is twitching. Must be a sign.
Not sure why he ran all the way back here. Guess because he can't see past these guys.
Come!
I'm gonna hold spacebar and kind of speed this up.
Into the fray! Hey!
I will resist!
Yeah, so not sure what's up with Olberg. Let's run him back in here. Yeah, I still don't know what's going on with it. Guess that's just not working in turn-based.
Begone, fiend!
Cover me, all right? Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Oh, is it a spell trap? That's fine.
Prepare yourself!
Fall!
Alright, yeah, debate it next time. I guess I could have dispelled Sirocco.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Desna, guide my hand!
So these levers here deactivate these traps, the same color traps.
I will bring down the divine wrath!
The light take you!
Don't hold back!
Make your peace.
Alright, wasted my time trying to do that.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you!
Distract them for me.
Go.
Into the fray!
Strike!
I will resist!
Yeah, it's a little tedious.
Begone, fiend!
Time to share your treasures.
Go.
Cover me, all right? Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
No glory without risk!
You should have run!
It would take nearly as long if Obrig's death from above actually worked.
Prepare yourself!
Fall!
Distract them for me.
Go.
Time to share your treasures.
The light take you! The inheritor, God!
Desna, guide my hand!
I will bring down the divine wrath!
Cover me, all right?
Go on.
Oh, man.
No glory
There we go.
without risk. Into the fray.
Got one.
Make your peace.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you!
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
This will hurt!
There we go. Indara scowls at the demon corpses with mild disdain. Either I'm a bad teacher, or these are my most tactically challenged students. In either case, I don't mourn their passing, but I do mildly regret the fact that our acquaintance happened to be so brief. The warrior woman speaks in a candid tone as she looks at you. Most people believe me to be arrogant, but they are mistaken. I simply have very high standards, and my respect is not easily earned. I'm impressed by your wisdom and erudition, and your advice could not have come at a more opportune time. I thank you for it, and wish you success in your war. Yeah, attack. The demons are dead. You're next. I should have expected this kind of response. Finding you obviously won't add to my trove of knowledge. Still, since you're so eager to die, I'll oblige you. Yeah.
The light, take you.
There we go.
Something is not right here.
You don't say. The statues looked cracked, as if somebody laboriously pounded on them with something heavy. The altar is covered with profane and insulting inscriptions that have been scratched into its stone surface.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
What I must.
The dirty, stagnant water reeks of rot.
I'm gone.
But there we go. Fairly tedious area, but it's complete. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Next time we'll head back to the old Sarkorian mines and give the good news. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys. Actually, let me do this real quick. So I could remove the ones. I'll just cast it here. It doesn't matter. Alright. To optimize call to arms, what you could do is separate the army so that only the units you want to get reinforced are left. So I could have taken them all out of the army, or just taken the signifers out and then just use call to arms on that army. But I'm not that worried about optimizing it. Alright, but either way for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.